you. The weekend starts here. Before we enter into this little recital, I'd like to get the unpleasantness out of the way. I got here a little late this evening, too late to leave the official guest list on the door where it belongs. Obviously, I know a few people in the East End of London, and if they got to pay to get in, my life wouldn't be worth living. I know what you're thinking, but it killed them to buy a ticket. Well, I had a word with them beforehand, and yes, apparently it would. So now I've got to read out the official guest list right here and now. I know it's out of order, and technically I'm eating into your entertainment time, and you're entitled to get upset about it. So I tried to make this guest list as entertaining as I could, and it's in your interest to pay attention here, because if your name isn't on this list, I'm afraid you're going to have to pay the admission price. I know. But them's the breaks. So you've got to pay attention to this, the official guest list, because if your name ain't on this list, well, I'm afraid, like I say, you're going to have to pay the admission price. But as luck would have it, I've tried to make it as entertaining as I can, and as luck would have it, everybody I know in the East End of London, their names, most of them, their names rhyme with each other. Well, what's the chances, huh? So pay attention, please, to the official guest list. Exactly like this. Here's the Who's That Are You In It, Duke McGuinness and his photo finishers, Chandler Burr with a bucket of a murderer in human fur, a one-man racial slur, better not forget her. Charlie Davidson and his Harley Davidson, J.R. Justice and the VIPs, anybody who speaks Maltese, Jerry Hall, she's very tall, from the Albert Hall, Rob Lowe, Dr. No, Shemp, Larry and Mo, Wayne Newton, his sister, wait a minute, Wayne Newton, his sister Faith, Roger Scruton and Mr. Big, Kenneth Anger, his sister Colt, dripping pearls, draped in stoats, the girl with the padlock up the throat, Get Carter, Sanjay Karma, Jeffrey Archer and his sudden departure, Clarice Hilton, Little Milton from east of Sweden, Peter Stilton, Jack Shitton, the Zeros, borderline unpleasant heroes, Jimmy Zilch and the Scandaleros, Billy Dos Sombreros, Zorba and his Hellenic Shapiros, Sad Clown and his tragic heroes, Prince Baron, the Emperor Ming, Big Ted, the Kidney King, El Vengador, Ilos Vengadores, Little Ronaldo, his sister Dolores, her cakes are very Moorish. Anybody who knows my brother, but anybody who says she's the mother of any child I might have sired who ain't my wife and yet she's wired, if you're letting her, I'm afraid you're fired. I'm mugging you off as I make this mark. Authenticated by Dr. John Cooper Clarke. It's official. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've circumnavigated the globe 10 times now, reciting poetry all the way, and I get asked a lot of questions I can't often answer, questions I can't answer. A song for every occasion. Questions I can't answer, why would you always find one shoe on any flat roof? Questions I can't answer. Or what is occasional furniture the rest of the time? It said, scratch that off the list of questions I can't answer. That particular question, what is occasional furniture the rest of the time? Why? Because I recently found out the answer to that particular question. What is occasional furniture the rest of the time? Periodic tables. There's plenty more of those questions. Questions I can't answer. If Jesus was Jewish, why the Spanish name? questions. But whatever the question, I always answer in the existential. Why? Because I'm level with you. I'm an existentialist. Most of my friends are existentialists. Well, it's company for me. So whenever I'm asked any question of any nature, of which I am very often as I circumnavigate the globe, as I have done 10 times now, reciting poetry all the way. This is always the first question I'm asked, and I always answer in the existential, like I say, because I'm an existential. It's a knee-jerk reaction. Pavlovian. I'll turn into a meringue. Not really, I was trying to be flip. The point is, I'm an existentialist, so I answer every question in the existential. For instance, wherever I go in the world, which I have circumnavigated 10 times now, this is always the first question number one, wherever I go in the world. Dr. Clarke, how did you get here? Naturally, I answer in the existential for the reasons delineated earlier. How did I get here? Why ask? Same as anybody else, I suppose. My mother and father loved each other very much. They went courting, then they got engaged, then they got married. One thing led to another. Well, nature took its course. What can I tell you? Same as anybody else, I guess. Why ask? Ah, there you go again, Dr. Clarke, off on your existentialist tangent once more. When we posited the question, how did you get here, we merely wished to ascertain what method of transport you employed. Well, why didn't you say so? In that case, in the best kind of car known to man, and that car is, no, not a Lada. The difference between a Lada and a Jehovah's Witness, you can shut the door on a Jehovah's Witness. The best kind of car to drive, obviously, is a hire car, for these very reasons, ladies and gentlemen. These are the social advantages inherent in a rented vehicle as itemised here under. Double park, don't lock the door, push the pedals through the floor, give it loads and then some more to the hire car, baby. Grit the stick, grind the gears, watch that distance disappear, never be yours in 1,000 years. It's a hire car, baby, hire car. Why would anybody buy a car? Bang it, prang it, say ta-ta. It's a hire car, baby. Bad behaviour on the street, save yourself a couple of sheets, collision waiver, keep it sweet. It's a hire car, show this motor no respect. Bump it, dump it, call, collect. What else did the firm expect? It's a hire car. Why hot wire a car whenever you require a car? Hire a car, baby. Drive a motherfucker anywhere just like you don't care. Put it down and wear and tear. It's a hire car, baby. Pray the person who hired it last did not drive it quite this fast. This kind of dodger will not last. It's a hire car. Show this motor no respect. Bump it, dump it, call, collect. What else did the firm expect? It's a hire car steaming like a samovar from the front bumper to the spoiler bar. Hire car, baby. Try not to kill yourself or injure anybody else. Don't forget to fasten your belts. Rent it, dent it, bang it, prang it, bump it, dump it, scorch it, torch it, crash and burn it, don't return it, lost deposit, let them earn it, who cares, it's on the firm, it's a hire car. This one's available in my anthology entitled The Luckiest Guy Alive. And anybody that's ever seen me before, it could happen. Anybody that's ever seen me before will be able to testify that I've been piling on the pounds lately. Well, thanks for not pointing that out. Yeah, well, that's it. You're ahead of me, baby. You're ahead of me. I'm ahead if I can quit while I'm behind. Thanks to people like him, that's entirely possible. Yes, indeed, it is that point. But thanks for not pointing out the dramatic weight fluctuation here. I know how bad it is. I fell downstairs last Monday. My wife thought EastEnders had finished early. Bumpity, bumpity, bumpity. See, I live in Essex, and where to be even borderline obese is a federal offence. We got a special fat guys prison in Chelmsford there. They got bars 5 feet apart. Let me out of here. It's a real problem starting a riot with that little tin cup. Clang! Clang! You don't want to go there. Well, there is a reason for this dramatic weight fluctuation which you're paying witness to this evening, ladies and gentlemen, if I might get serious about it. It's a very serious problem. And the only thing I ever had, as far as I know, the only thing I ever had in common with the late Luther Vandross. As far as I know, I never met the dude. I'll level with you. That much, I watch Oprah. That much we had in common, hands across the ocean there. Dramatic weight fluctuation. If I might make an educated guess as to the early death of, the tragic early death of Luther Vandross, if I might make an educated guess as a qualified medical practitioner, I would say that what led to his early demise was really a series of bad lifestyle choices. You've got enticing soul food available around the clock, delivered to your house if necessary, a sedentary lifestyle, prescription SSRIs. It's not going to end well. That's all I'm saying as a qualified medical practitioner. With me, with the dramatic weight fluctuation, it has to do with the abrupt cessation of the use of opiate drugs in a non-therapeutic milieu. Ever since the abrupt cessation of the use of opiate drugs in a non-therapeutic milieu, it's been up with the weight, down with the weight, up again, but down already with the weight. You see where I'm going with this? When will it end? And now I can't go anywhere near Manchester where I was, where I grew up, and I can't go back there because every time I see somebody I know it's the same old cry, like that guy said there. Get back on drugs, you fat fuck. They're not being helpful, frankly. To the extent where I wrote a poem about it. This one's called, naturally, Get Back on Drugs, You Fat Fuck. When I go back to Longridge Park, does anybody wish me good luck? All they say is, hey, Clarke, get back on drugs, you fat fuck. Get back on drugs, you fat bastard. Get back on drugs, you fat fuck. We only like you when you're plastered. Get back on drugs, you fat fuck. They say I'm piling on the pounds, but that ain't the reason I suck. Put the donut down and get back on drugs, you fat fuck. Get back on drugs, you fat degenerate. Get back on them, you schmuck. You're the size of a minor emirate. You were good once, but I don't remember it. Get back on drugs, you fat job. Did Jehoshaphat get back on drugs, you fat prick? I don't bother pointing out that schmuck don't rhyme with prick. I didn't get where I am today not noting the phonetic dissimilarity between the word schmuck and prick. But you see what I did there? I subverted the form in order to point up a higher truth. That's what I did there. But these long rambling poetical sagas are all very well, aren't they, ladies and gentlemen, when really sometimes less is more. I've circumnavigated the globe 10 times now, reciting poetry all the way, and believe me, less is more. Everybody loves a limerick. I don't care what anybody... Everybody loves them. And I'll try you with this one. Two ugly sisters from Florida took a walk one day out of boredom. On the way back, a sex maniac jumped out of a bush and ignored him. You're proving my point. You're proving my point there. Sometimes less is more. Unless you're Phil Spector, for whom more was always more. But he's out of the picture right now, so it looks like the minimalists have won the day, and I can dig that. I can write limericks. I tried to get a book of kids' limericks out by the lucrative Christmas markets a couple of years ago. It's going to happen one day. Everybody loves a limerick, and the thing is about a limerick, though, is you expect an obscene last line. If it hasn't got a dirty payoff, it's no point in it. But I tried my best to keep it suitable for the under 11s, which is the most lucrative literary stream, especially at Christmas time. They've not learned how to work a mobile phone yet, so interested in books. So anybody, that's the sweetest plum. Kids listen. Too late for me now. I can't remember what kids speak like. Not my time of life. But I was put right by it. I employed an editor for this. I came up with a couple. It was seasonal. It was a Christmas book. A stocking filler, as they say. I came out last Christmas. A fella named Ken scaled the ice-bedecked hands of Big Ben. Ascending at noon, he slid to his doom at precisely 6:30 p.m. Well, you see how that might happen. It makes a kind of sense. It's got its own inner logic and things like that. But like I say, you do limit. Sooner or later, it's going to get sort of beyond the understanding of an 11-year-old. Like this one. I knew a fella called Frank. His wife was a bit of a skank. He wrote down her pin before doing her in and left all the way to the bank. Well, what 11-year-old? What 11-year-old is going to relate to that level of my What was the other one? Oh yeah. He says, no, I took it to anyway, I got a load of them down. I said, oh yeah. A stay-at-home lady named Roz said, I don't go out much because I already know wherever I go, I wish I'd just stayed where I was. I call that one agoraphobia. But they're not all the limits aren't that serious, are they? So he said that, this isn't going to appeal to 11-year-olds. What they like is laboratory humour. So I don't do that. Leave it out. So it's no, you want to be a billionaire or not? All right, try this one. I knew a fella called Wyatt decided to go on a diet, though pulses and beans and seasonal greens gave him no little disquiet. So anyway, he said, no, they won't get that. They're 11 years old, all those big words, disquiet. What do they know from disquiet? You can't use that. You spell it out for them. So I said, all right, what about this one? There was a schoolboy in Florida whose flatulence could not be horrider. The gas he would pass sent the rest of the class in single file to the corridor. That's more like it. It didn't happen, and that's a shame. It's a dirty, rotten shame. But, another great business idea that went out the window along with parrot in a car. Parrot in a car. Somebody's in there. Yeah, you know it. Yeah, all right, I still got a bug up my ass a mile wide about that motherfucker. Could have been a contender. Don't get me started. Excuse me, I gotta have a drink here after that. Yeah! Hey, don't cheer. Quinine update. The old tropics catching up with me again. Quinine, ladies and gentlemen, yes sirree. Quinine. I found this quinine. It's so organic, it's so fair trade, and it's so condensed. It actually gives you malaria. As a doctor, I wouldn't recommend it. So yeah, the shorter the better sometimes. Speaking of medical stuff, speaking of the medical profession, here's a little thing I wrote in the service of the NHS about 20 years ago now, when the biggest problem was chlamydia. So I've given the game away there. I wrote this poem, and it was going to be called Lydia. Lydia, and then, well, I know why you're laughing, because you know that Dean Friedman had a hit with a song called Lydia at that time, so I know why you're laughing there. You could have ended up being stuck with the litigation process. So, identity theft or something. Anyway, gladly it didn't happen, just in the nick of time at the end. I was just about to do this public service porn. I put less is more, especially when you're writing for the National Health Service. Time is money, broadcasting time is big money, and apparently they ain't got a lot of it. So, you know, you got to keep it brief when you're writing jingles for the NHS. So that's what I did out of the goodness of my heart. It used to be called Lydia, but now it's called something else because I found out I'm just about to do it for the first time at the George Bernard Shaw Theatre, Clarke, London, England. Just about to deliver this number. The following message came from the side of the stage. Psst, Johnny, what? Change the title. Why? He's in the audience. Who? Dean Friedman. The ragamuffin Romeo himself here tonight. What the? Huh? Yes, and he's a very litigious person who can afford a better lawyer than you. So if you don't want to live out the rest of your life in utter penury, change the title immediately. So, proving once again that, thinking on my feet, I come up with this much better title actually. Proving once again that necessity is the mother of invention. And not Frank Zappa, as some of you have perhaps assumed. No, necessity. And so I came up with this one. Now it's got a much better title, much more snappy, much more to the point. Lydia, girl with an itch. Lydia, get rid of your chlamydia. Only an idiot would ever consider you. That's it. What are you waiting for? The happy ending? There isn't one. I got news for you. Yeah, less is more. And of course, when you're dealing with matters of sexual hygiene on behalf of the NHS, you have to be inclusive. And that means you have to include people that might indulge in what we might call aberrant sex of one kind or another. It's a vast area that I obviously have no knowledge of. But you have to include some of these people in the interests of, inclusion. There's another word, but it's interchangeable with that, but can't think of what it is. Remind me to look it up when I leave the stage. Excuse me. Anyway, so with that in mind, I call this one necrophilia. Keep it short, I know what you mean. That's what you mean. Fed up with foreplay and all that palaver. Avacadabra. So keep it short. Short is a bit. Now let's draw a discreet veil over that particular and move on with the uplifting poetry that I'm more known for. So what do you want now? What kind of things do you like? What kind of things do you like in the East End of London? All right, I'll do that. Yeah. Right. Yeah, here's one. Every time the BBC is doing a programme on Radio 4 or BBC 2 or any of their streams, whenever they're doing a programme about Thatcher's Britain, and when aren't they doing a programme about Thatcher's Britain, this one always comes up on the soundtrack, but invariably as a kind of searing indictment of Thatcher's Britain. But the trouble with that narrative is that I wrote this 18 months before she ever got anywhere near Westminster. In fact, if anything, I worry about I might give her a few ideas. See what you think. See what you think at the end of this one. I've had a request from over there, but I'm going to carry on anyway with this one. Beasley Street. Anyone would say? Far from crazy pavements, crack the sound of empty rooms, a clinical arrangement, a dirty afternoon where the fatal germs of Mr. Freud are rendered obsolete. The legal term is null and void in the case of Beasley Street and the cheap seats where murder breathes. Somebody is out of breath. Sleep is a luxury, they don't need a sneak preview of death. Deadly nightshade is your flower, manslaughter your meat. Spend a year and a couple of hours on the edge of Beasley Street in the boarding houses and the bed sits full of accidents and fleas. Somebody gets it when the missing persons freeze, wearing dead men's overcoats. You can't can't see their feet. This rift joint shuts, opens up right down on Beasley Street. Cars collide, colours clash, disaster movie stuff. For the man with the Fu Manchu moustache, revenge is not enough. There's a dead canary on a swivel seat, there's a rainbow in the road. Meanwhile on Beasley Street, silence is the mode. Up beneath the collar, an inspector calls. The perishing stink of squalor impregnates the walls. The rats have all got rickets, they spit through broken teeth. A bloodstain is your ticket, one way down Beasley Street. The hipster and his haircut drive a borrowed car. He looks like the Duke of Edinburgh, God rest his soul, but not that lardy-da. Oh, AP mother-to-be, what's that three-piece suite? When shite catcher drains and crocodile skis are seen on Beasley Street, the kingdom of the blind. Mr. Magoo is king, beauty problems are redefined. The doorbells do not ring, light bulb bursts like blisters. It's the only form of heat. Where a fella sells his sister down the middle of Beasley Street. The boys are on the wagon, the girls are on the shelf. Their common problem is that they're not someone else. Dirt blows out, the dust blows in, you can't keep it neat. It's a fully furnished dustbin. 16 Beasley Street people turn to poison quick as lager turns to piss. Sweethearts are physically sick every time they kiss. It's a sociologist's paradise. Each day repeats. Uneasy, cheesy, greasy, queasy, beastly, Beasley Street. Thank you so very much, thank you. Well, you know what? Well, you know what? Places don't stay the same. There's room for hope in the world. We recently, that's a pretty grim chain of events I've just delineated there in that poem, but you know what? We recently revisited that area with, we went back there with some money from Urban Splash, Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen, George Clarke and a couple of lifestyle gurus. Now you just wouldn't recognise the place. You want to hear about the makeover? Sure you do. And this one's written in exactly the same tune as the last one for your ease and convenience this evening. Low slung, shady basement gaffs, rooms of empty sound, strip ribbon casements with Venetians halfway down. It's the Hoxton Finn with a nervous trim and a fragrant disregard. Urban splash art, ghetto gym, Beasley Boulevard, slaked and glutted and sated. Hunger has no home, pampered, preen, patinated in a multicultural kind of tone, looking good, lose the hood or lose your loyalty card. Here comes the neighbourhood, Beasley Boulevard, noodle bars, poodle parlours, studio brands. Ask somebody saw King Charles in an Alfred E. Newman mask. Anything could happen, but it hardly ever does. There's a pub, but the regulars are bad. Nobody there, harsh your buzz round Beasley Boulevard, the Mall, the Mall, whatever you want to call it, serves that glittering horde. Weird choice, enticement, wall to wall, attracted then ignored. You want to shop where you don't need a cop and nobody swipes your card for a fair deal and a bit on top. Beasley Boulevard, there's the fat man's grocer, the fox outfitter, the drunkard's licensee, that guy who's giving everyone the jitters, who's never been on TV. Never been on TV, you say, how very avant-garde. Black and white turns pink and grey round Beasley Boulevard, a stringent disinfectant with the most intrusive scents, wreaking violence on anyone of an olfactorial bent, while health and safety, the best in, and the guys from Scotland Yard keep the area free from sin. Beasley Boulevard, yeah, top of the range, regime change, long gone, overdue. The cops are gone, it's pale and strange, but a whole new kind of view, slightly better than paradise if you don't look too hard. Made over nice and nice, a B&B you wouldn't be without. BBC did a DVD about B.B. King, did a thing in here about a Garden of Eden in every yard. A phone box clear of hookers' cards, they guts to promenade on teasy weasy, easy peasy, Beasley Boulevard, yes, custom easily, million easily, Beasley Boulevard. There must be more. There must be more. Oh yes, yes. Yeah, I got a million of them here. Time, gentlemen, time. Yeah, necrophilia. You like that? You seem to like that. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for showing out tonight. And if I don't get the chance, this is this one really is directly from my heart to you, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have to do this for a living. I could always starve to death. There's always a choice, that's all I'm saying. In a wonderful country like ours, there is always a choice. I only do this for those little luxuries anyway, like bread, shoes. And that's where you come in, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very, very much. Put it this way, I need you more than you need me. And here's a poem to prove it, ladies and gentlemen, written from the bottom of my heart to the likes of your good selves. And this one is based on that old, you know, is the bear a Catholic? Does the Pope shit in the woods? Based on those old songs there, you know. And this one's called Are You the Business? It's available with my latest anthology. Directly from my heart to you, thank you. Does Superman wear blue tights and keep away from kryptonite? Do old ladies get bugged at night? And are you the business? Do workers want a living wage? Would a tiger run from an open cage? Is turquoise known as Indian beige? Are you the business? Are you the fuck off business? Is my first name John? Is strange ways full of prisoners? And am I over 21? Are the royal family rich? Is Scooby-Doo one son of a bitch? Is Wembley Stadium a football pitch? Are you the business? Did Pablo Escobar knock out coke? Does Batman wear the jagged cloak? Was Jesus Christ a decent bloke? Are you the business? Did Oliver Reed ever get pissed? Can Chubby Checker do the twist? Was Karl Marx a communist? Are you the business? Was James Dean a cool cat? Was Kennedy a Democrat? Do Hasidic men wear hats? Are you the business? Will narcotics put you on the hook? Did Dostoevsky write the odd book? Was Al Capone a bit of a crook? Are you the business? Did Buddy Holly wear Honrim specs? Is the Czech Republic full of Czechs? Did Sigmund Freud consider sex? Are you the business? Did Adolf Hitler dislike Jews? Jesus, gypsies, fags and booze, and were his Catamites born to lose? Are you the business? Did Elvis ever rock and roll? Did James Brown have any soul? Would I touch yous with a 10-foot barge pole? Are you's the business? Yeah. I've never felt so much love in one room. Anyway, there's too much happiness in the world. So here's one. I'm going to put a stop to that right now, ladies and gentlemen. And just I've got such a choice of. You know, since I stopped listening to Radio 4, you know, I'm much happier.
Kung Fu International!
No, hey, wait a minute. Maybe that guy's right. Oh, here it is, Thug. This one's called, yeah. Thug. You see him through that lavender mist, freaks out in the thug. In his eyes you are the trouble as he gives your braids a vicious little tug. He greets every tragedy with a non-committal shrug. He's Citizen X, he ain't complex. He's a thug. You think he's just a big lug, a naughty boy in need of a hug, and life would be so sweet and safe and snug if only he'd stop keep pulling out the rug. He's got the bad bug. He's a thug. If his best friend is a 44 slug, if he drinks raw gravy right out of the jug, if the family motto is glug, 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 you know what? He's a thug. If to him every man with a smile on his face is smug, if he tells you his name is Pancho, when really his name is Doug, if everybody but him is a useful mug, if he blocks up your airways with a second-hand butt plug, he's wrong and strange, he'll never change. He's a thug. I don't want to leave you. I don't want to leave you with that image. You know what I'm talking about. I wish I'd never written it. It crawled into my mind, honest. I wish I'd never written it now. Second-hand book. One thing to block off the chicks there with the second hand book. That adds, I don't know, injury to injury on injury. Second hand book. You don't know where it's been. The trouble is, you know where it's been. I want to make you forget about that, ladies and gentlemen. If it's the last thing I do, I'm going to wipe that horrible image out of your... But the one that... nobody held a gun to my head. I didn't have to put it before you, but now I feel it incumbent on me to completely wipe out that entire train of thought by getting back into the party mood. The Latino party mood, that is. Is there any other kind? Right? Because while I'm looking for this, I want to give you a little backstory on this, ladies and gentlemen. You see where I live. And I'm going to keep it short. Where I live, there is a saying. When a man with a knife comes up against a man with a rifle, then the man with the knife is a dead man. Think about it while I'm finding it to give you a bit of flavour to the very important. Here we have it. Right, okay, let's get into the party mood. Bearing that in mind. Never forget that, ladies and gentlemen. Never forget that. Whatever you do. Most of the stuff I come out with, you know, it's just temporal, here, of the moment. But that bit, never forget that. Here's the poem to get us back into the Latino party mood. Uno, dos, 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, 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 boom. It ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. Ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. Ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. Hey, Macarena. I heard the word again today. I wondered why it ever went away. I thought it was here to stay, like Ricky Martin and Fernando Rey, like yay, yay, gabba, gabba, hey, hey, Macarena. 1 Maca, 2 Maca, 3 Macarena, 4 Maca, 5 Maca, 6 Macarena, 7 Maca, 8 Maca, 9 Macarena, 10 Macarenas. That's the way I like it, baby. Well, you know, this one's my marital career up until now has been long and largely pointless. Until now, as I say. My first wife, she left me because of my football obsession. What a shame, we would have been together 13 seasons. My second wife, she left me with the milkman. Watching them drive away was perhaps the most miserable 3 hours of my life. So I'm entitled to be a bit, you know, jaded on the subject. But I'm sorry if I am, but you know, I've not always worked. Somebody once said that a wedding is a funeral where you can smell your own flowers. Well, that's a tough judgment, even for me. I prefer to see it as a sexual relationship that has been ratified by the police. With that in mind, though, it hasn't always worked out for me, as I say. Take my first marriage on our wedding day, the registrar, do you take this woman to be your lawful wedding wife, etc.? Would you know? Well, what are you trying to palm her off on me for? We went ahead with it, we were like chalk and cheese. apart from that, we have nothing in common at all. What's happening out there? Trouble. Trouble. Get the marshal. Wouldn't do that if I were you, mister. It's more interesting than anything I've got to say. Clara all over the place. No, it really serious, not serious.
She's alright.
What is it, mild altercation? Look, any claret?
No, not this time.
We got off right, ladies and gentlemen. No serious hemorrhages have taken place from the premises this evening. All right, here it is then. So yes, chalk and cheese. As is often the case, sorry about this, I'm distracted by this. I like a punch up, same as anybody else. Sorry, I'm not. I want to go. Do you have that saying it? Nosy Park. Got me in one minute. Is everything all right? Let me through. I'm a doctor. Routine tracheotomy. I got a biro. You can see how I got my doctorate now, can't you? I'm up there, baby. I graduated with honours from the London School of Unnecessary Surgery. But if I was to attempt a routine appendectomy on any of you people now, the BME would be down on me like a ton of fucking shit. Red tape. What you gonna do? Anyway, yes, here we are. So as usual, so we weren't suited, my first wife and I. As usual, as is often the case anyway. A failed marriage led to a successful divorce. We split the house. I got the outside. It's traditional. A song for every again. That's when I made up my mind in song form. The day she went away, I made myself a promise, and that promise was, I'm not going to get married again. I'm simply going to find a woman I don't like and give her everything I want. Time, however, has a corrosive effect on the male resolve in matters of the heart, and I elected to get married again, and much to the dismay of my more occult-minded friends who warned me against this course of action in the strongest possible terminology. Don't do it, Johnny. You're not suited to each other. We've looked at your birth charts. Now, I didn't get to be a doctor through believing in this kind of mumbo-jumbo. I'm a child of the Enlightenment, and as such, peer-reviewed science is the nearest thing I have to superstition. So I was very dismissive of this. However, they were right on this occasion. I had to go crawling back to these benighted pagans and eat some very expensive crow. Talk me through those birth charts, which they did today. Fair enough, they talked me through them. It was a long time ago, but the way I remember it was this. Apparently I'm an Aquarian and she was an arsehole. There was no way it was ever going to work out astrologically. I know that now. But I don't want to go putting anybody off marriage. Why would I want to do that? There might be a young gentleman out there, an impressionable young gentleman out there this evening, thinking about making the legal move with his beloved in the not too distant future. Well, I don't want to be the guy that pisses on his chips in the romantic department. On account of they've done extensive sociological surveys on the subject of marriage, and they found out that guys who get married live a lot longer than guys that don't get married. A man who gets married outlives his bachelor friends. But the story don't end there. That guy, he gets married. He outlives his bachelor friends, but he invariably dies before his wife. And, you know why that is, right? Huh? Sure you do. Because he wants to. I'm disappointed. Thought you would have known. What are they teaching at these colleges? Well, anyway, I don't want to put you that young gentleman, that impressionable young gentleman, I don't want to put you off marriage because of this. And but here's a bit of pets or women, they'll put up with a lot, it's a well-known friends. But don't ever get on her nerves. They hate that when you get on their nerves. Never get on their nerves. You'll forget all about it, and then 25 years later it might come up in a conversation that you don't think it's appropriate. That time you got on her nerves. But if you really piss them off, then you get the silent treatment. So it's worth putting in that little bit of extra effort. Anyway, I'm not here to give out lifestyle advice. All I'm saying is that none of this actually applies to me. I couldn't be happier now. As you can see, I wear the band. This tiny ring is a token of love and devotion. That's why I sing, because I will. Okay, the jig's up. I'll come quietly. 10-4. So I couldn't be happy, that's all I'm saying. None of this applies to me. Very often, here's a poem to prove it, ladies and gentlemen. Very often in the modern world, a marriage, it begins with a heart and a diamond. 2 weeks later, you wish you had a club and a spade, right? that don't apply to me. That don't apply to me. That's all I'm saying. And here's a poem to prove it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for being so very patient. The title of this one appears at the end of each subsequent verse with monotonous regularity. You'll get the message, I'm sure, on the way. The doorbell used to say ding dong, but now it bursts out into song. If I'm forlorn, it ain't for long. Could I be wrong, or have I fallen in love with my wife? Fare thee well, my fairy fay, we cared so slightly anyway. Call me crazy with a capital K, but I've fallen in love with my wife. I've fallen in love with my wife. She populates my days with marital breakdown running rife. I have to keep her under my gaze. You love somebody, set them free. That don't make no sense to me. I'm keeping her under lock and key. I've fallen in love with my wife. Rainbows and butterflies occupy the summer skies. Imagine my surprise. I've fallen in love with my wife. I've fallen in love with my wife. I've fallen in love with my wife. She populates my days. It's keeping me awake at night. My head stuck in this funky maze. Every time I talk I mumble. Every time I walk I stumble. I'm dancing like a drunken uncle. I've fallen in love with my wife. I've fallen in love with my wife. She populates my days. She's not that far from a carving knife. I have to keep her under my gaze. I don't swear, but what the hey, I'm alright and she's okay. Get out of our fucking way. I've fallen in love with my wife. I'm her fella, she's my mate. She steals the chips right off of my plate. No wonder I'm losing weight. I've fallen in love with my wife. I steal a kiss, she takes the piss. We lived a life of ignorant bliss. All that and now this. I've fallen in love with my wife. Kindly, folks, we're coming up to the 7th furlong from home marker now, wearing the sheepskin nose band on the stand side with the clear view. Anybody get any winners this season? Me neither. Me neither. Anybody follow the horses in this room? Well, not only do I follow the horses, unfortunately, the horses I follow also follow the horses. Hey, better a king for a day than a schmuck for a lifetime. Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was on the subject of love. And this one right here, this one has done very good business for me. On account of it, it occurred on the back credits of the penultimate episode of The Sopranos. Yeah, you better cheer, I'm a made guy. I'm a made guy. I don't even want to do the pound. I want to read the night after bundle, drink the bunch of American Queen for the do fucking. Hey, shut up, you mouth. Me and him's gonna bust you into Labanza. Sheesh. But seriously, my dear paisanos, let us recite for you this number. This one's called Evidently Chickens. The fucking cops are fucking keen, the fucking keep it fucking clean, the fucking chiefs, the fucking swine, the fucking trolls, the fucking line, the fucking fun, the fucking games, the fucking scummy fucking blades is nowhere to be fucking found. Anywhere in Chicken Sound, the fucking trend is fucking late, fucking wait, fucking lost, fucking fast, fucking Chicken Sound. The fucking viewers fucking mouth, the fucking mouths, the fucking mouths, the fucking babies fucking crying, the fucking die, the fucking food is fucking muck, the fucking drains are fucking everywhere in Chicken Sound, the fucking running, fucking Chicken Sound. The fucking viewers fucking miles, the fucking miles, the fucking miles, the fucking flat, the fucking long Chicken Sound. Fucking wait, fucking lost, fucking pounds, fucking Chicken Sound, fucking surface thingy. And what's it? And yeah, that too. Fuck me. Fucking train is fucking late, fucking wait, fucking lost, fucking pounds, fucking Chicken Salad, fucking pubs are fucking dull, the fucking clubs are fucking full of fucking girls with fucking guys with fucking murder in their eyes. The fucking bloke gets fucking stabbed, waiting for an abracadabra kebab, you fucking stay fucking home, the fucking neighbours fucking moan, keep the fucking racket down. Fucking Chicken Salad, fucking ready, fucking pound, fucking Chicken Sound. The fucking fish are fucking old, the fucking chips are fucking cold, the fucking beard is fucking flat, the fucking flats are fucking right, the fucking clocks are fucking wrong, the fucking days are fucking long, it fucking gets you fucking down. Evidently Chicken Sound. Thank you so much, you're very kind. This is, oh, here's another one that's done great business for me, thanks to my friends at Arctic Monkeys. Introduced the entire population to the world to my lyrics. Anything I can do for you. Sky's the limit. Or is it? Think about it. You know, very often as I circumnavigate the globe, as I have done 10 times counting now, I think we've established this. I love a circular conversation, but as I visit these places, I often go to places where the population doesn't have English as their first language. And I'm often called up on the tea time, their equivalent of the One Show in Sweden, for instance, quite recently, and the tea time show, Keep It Family. I can dig that, even though their version of family is a bit more fucking open-minded than what I would call family. Just saying. So I kept it light, and I'm always called about the same question, and I don't blame them for asking. How would you describe to those not familiar with your work, John? How would you describe to them the nature of your poetry? And my answer's always the same. Imagine the Titanic with a lisp. Unthinkable. See what I'm saying? Some existential conundrum to leave them scratching their head while I get on with the business side of things. See what I'm saying? Humour. Humour is the best medicine. Unless you're a diabetic, in which case insulin you can take it kind of up the list. Will you fuck off with your humour now? So she's going into a hypoglycemic coma. I'll break your fucking face for you. Fuck up out of it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you've suffered enough. I'm going out on this one, my own, one of my personal favourites, if only from a fiscal point. No, really, I wrote this directly from my heart on the feast of St. Valentine, directly from my heart. My version goes like this. What can I say? I want to leave you on this sweet note. Thanks for listening this evening, and what a wonderful, thank you. What a wonderful public house this is, and what a wonderful landlady is. Paul, I love you, Paul. Beautiful person. She deserves everything she gets, apart from the bad shit. Oh, quick out of the track with that one. No, really, her life is an open book. As is mine, available at Waterstones for the Christmas rush. Don't be the last in the queue. Breathing down, don't let this good weather fool you. Christmas is breathing down your neck. Here it is anyway, ladies and gentlemen, directly from my heart on the Feast of St. Valentine. This one's called, and also the title, as I say, of my memoir, available at Good Stockists. And it goes like, my version goes like this. Let me be your vacuum cleaner, breathing in your dust. Let me be your Morris Marina, I will never rust. If you like your coffee hot, let me be your coffee pot. You call the shots, I wanna be yours. Let me be your raincoat for those frequent rainy days. Let me be your dream boat when you wanna sail away. Let me be your teddy bear, take me with you anywhere. I don't care, I wanna be yours. Let me be your electric meter, I will never run out. Let me be the electric heater you get pneumonia without. Let me be that setting lotion that grips your skull with deep devotion, deep as a deep Atlantic Ocean. That's how deep is my devotion. A deep, 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 deep. I don't want to be hers, I want to be yours. Thank you for listening, ladies and gentlemen.